How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, we are on part 2 of racial profiling at its finest. I got 3 videos to show the royal family, and I'm subject to say some shit in between some shit, but I like to just roll with all 3 of these videos and close it out like I always do. But you know, I do my videos based on pure emotions. That's the only way I can do it, my royal family, even though I do my due diligence and I do my research. So we're gonna learn some more about this bullshit, and we're gonna hear some more bullshit. All right, so check this out. Let's listen to this first video.
A lot of attention online. There's more than 20,000 shares and more than 15,000 comments. I just met with him moments ago. We're outside his attorney's office. He told us that he feared for his life and he thought that he was going to possibly be killed in front of his 2 kids. This video was shared by his wife. She recorded it as the Precinct 4, Harris County Precinct 4 Constable Deputy came up. The man says that the deputy originally said that his dog was lost and he was looking for information. Then the deputy, he claims, said, no, actually, there's a warrant out for your arrest, and started calling him other names. Well, the deputy also asked to see his ID. The man said, since he felt that he was deceived, he did not comply, did not show his ID to the officer. Eventually, another deputy shows up to the scene, and they realize that it is, in fact, another person. We asked, though, the man what was running through his mind as this was all unfolding.
I thought it was a joke at first. I thought it was a prank or something. Then after that, when I seen he had his heart set on that I'm this guy that he's looking for out of Louisiana. And like I said, I was frightened. I was terrified.
Sir, his name is not...
The Precinct 4 Harris County deputy says that they have not received a complaint from the gentleman in the video or his attorney. They did give us a statement, though, saying the deputy was there on official business based on a report that a wanted fugitive was near the location. The deputies left when they determined that this man was not the suspect they were looking for. Now, we've talked to 2 lawyers to ask what you are supposed to do, and they tell us that if you are on your property, not driving a vehicle or anywhere, if a law enforcement officer asks for your ID, you do not have to comply. The only time you have to give your information is when you are under arrest. Of course, you can get yourself in trouble if you were to give a deputy false information.
All right. So let's make sure this is shut down, because I don't want no feedback.
In Montgomery County.
So, this motherfucker lied. And I would feel the same way. First, you're talking about some bullshit about a dog. Then all of a sudden, I got a warrant for you. I'd be like, what the fuck you talking about? I don't blame the brother. I would feel deceived. It's all about your fucking approach. And they talking about he on some official ass business. You're deceiving us. And they always do that. And we don't have to comply to them. Know the law. Know the law. See, they get mad when you know the law and shit. And one thing that I have noticed about these pigs is they have zero common sense. Zero common sense. So you just think you can just tell us any motherfucking thing and shit. And I want to add in also, I was talking about this motherfucker and put on some weight. And I was looking at how he was standing in this pig suit. He looked like he had to grease himself up to even put the motherfucker on. I was just checking that out. That shit looked awfully tight. You need to cut back on them motherfucking donuts, them free ass donuts that you get. That's why people tired of y'all asses coming to they coffee shops and shit thinking you gonna get free shit. You know, up here in the state of California, my royal family, they don't want cops at they donut shops or they coffee shops anymore. They said they bad for business. Yes, they is. I just had to add that part in, you know. So, as we continue on, we're going to listen to some more bullshit. This going to be some bullshit. We're going to hear Pee Wee Herman add his 1/2 cent into this bullshit.
No
know my name and tell him I have a warrant?
What did he do?
That's what I'm saying.
For what?
For what?
You are from Louisiana.
For what?
For what?
Yeah.
I don't even live in Louisiana.
All right, so tonight we'd like to know what you think about this video. Is this a case of racial profiling?
Or is the deputy just doing his job after getting a tip about a fugitive spotted in a neighborhood in Northeast Harris County? The heated confrontation was caught on camera, and tonight we are talking to both sides.
So we definitely want you to weigh in. So get your phones, open the KHU11 app, go to KHU.com, look for the Vote Now section in the menu.
But before you vote, here is Larry Seward at the Harris County Precinct 4 Constable's Office with the full story. Larry?
Mia, the man in that video cussing out deputies, says he felt profiled, his civil rights violated, while Constable Mark Herman saw no wrong.
My name is not Quentin.
All agree bad info led to that near arrest, debated and seen over 1 million times on Facebook. But how it started.
Yeah, I was frightened. I was terrified.
Has Clarence Evans III, his family and lawyer,
He took two men with dreadlocks and decided that they were the same person.
at odds with cops.
That is not profiling. That's an officer doing their job.
Evans claims Deputy Garrett Lindley showed up alone, asking about the family's dog, saying it was missing. When told no,
So he said, okay, well, I'm going to just write a report and get out your hair. And he asked me for my ID. And I told him I didn't feel I need to ID myself because I'm on my property. I'm on my private property. So he asked me, well, what's your name? I told him my name is Clarence. And that's when he told me, no, your name is Reg, and you have a warrant out of Louisiana. You touching me while you shaking. You need to step back and calm down. Now.
Evans' wife recorded her husband cussing out the deputy who grabbed her husband's arm, called him Reg, Quentin, then looked at a photo of the fugitive and let Evans go.
And that was the only thing we had in common was dreads and skin complexion.
Precinct 4 Constable Mark Herman told us the deputy did no wrong. He just reacted to a caller's tip. In a statement, his spokesman added, the deputy was there on official business based on a report that a wanted fugitive was near the location. The deputies left when they determined that this man was not the suspect they were seeking.
If this officer just rolled up without a call for service, without a civilian saying this is a guy with a warrant, I would feel very differently about this case.
Houston Police Union President Joe Camaldi said Evans should have just obeyed, but the way things started, Evans felt lied to and in danger.
Especially what just happened with the HPD and 2 people lost their lives behind a warrant.
Last year, a grand jury no-billed the deputy involved for shooting someone else. Evans' family now wants him fired, but so far, Constable Herman sees no reason for it. And Constable Herman points out that Evans has filed no formal complaint to this point. He and his lawyer told me they are still gathering information, and they did not rule out filing a complaint or a lawsuit. We're live in Spring.
So, old Pee Wee Herman, yeah, we know he gonna say that. You know, this motherfucker right here, remember, he killed someone, and he's still on the force. I think they gave him, made him sergeant. And I forgot who made the comment, and they were right. When these motherfuckers do something out of pocket and they can preserve their job, they will give them a higher ranking. Oh yeah, I know about that, and I'm glad that whoever put that, make yourself known. That is true. They do that. They truly do that as well. So, oh yeah, and Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, we know Pee Wee Herman with his little ass. You know, he little in many ways. He gonna say that shit, you know. It's all about how you approach us. And they have, when they train them, a way that you approach a human being. But they don't look at us as human, and they are the one that are not human. We got common sense, and we can smell bullshit a mile away. Y'all full of shit. All of this over a dog. But we know how they feel about their dogs. They like to fuck them to death. So, now we're going to listen to this cone.
Of mistaken identity. A Houston area man says went way too far, and it was all caught on camera. Good evening, I'm Dominique Saxa.
I'm Bill Maessa. Thank you for joining us. Channel 2 anchor Jacob Rascon is joining us live in the Heights tonight, where he spoke with that homeowner about what happened. Jacob?
That's right, Bill. Clarence Evans says he was on his front yard playing football with his son when a deputy arrived and accused him of being a wanted suspect out of Louisiana and asked for his ID. When he refused to show that ID, the deputy grabbed him, and that's when the video picks up.
My name is not Quentin. What the f*** is wrong with you?
Sir, his name is not Quentin.
You've got the wrong guy, Clarence Evans repeatedly insists, and the deputy repeatedly asked him to prove it by providing an ID.
Then let's see the ID and we'll be done.
The deputy was following up on a tip that Clarence was a fugitive from Louisiana. When a second deputy arrived, Clarence was shown a picture of that fugitive.
Here's the deal. Doesn't that look a lot like you? No, don't look like me. What's wrong with you, man? What you trying to say? Because I got dreads and I'm black, that's me?
I felt violated. I felt like, I thought it was a joke at first.
Clarence hired civil rights attorney U.A. Lewis.
What he's guilty of is being black while watching his kids play.
He needs to lose his job. We don't need cops like him on the street profiling people.
The deputies were just doing their jobs, their constables said, and they did them calmly. The deputy was there on official business, Chief Deputy Donald Stewart says, based on a report that a wanted fugitive was near the location. The deputies left when they determined that this man was not the suspect they were seeking.
Please stop! Please leave him alone, please! No! That is not him!
Chris Evans said that when he saw the picture, it was a man with dreads and a beard with the same skin complexion, but he was much older, in his 50s or 60s. He is an attorney, and his attorney said they're considering filing a lawsuit. When asked why he didn't show his ID in the first place, he said he didn't think it would help. When the deputies finally saw his ID, they left. Reporting live in the Heights, Jacob Rascone, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
A little cooperation goes a long way. Thank you, Jacob.
But first, fucking ass coon, fuck you. Fuck all of y'all and shit. And he snatched his wallet out of his hand. That's what he did. He still violated the brother and shit. Y'all some fucking ass liars. And all of them, see, they want the community to cooperate with them. And they want them to cooperate with them. Well, they said they want black folks to cooperate with them, and they just treat us like shit. And how you gonna get somebody to cooperate with you, and y'all just want to chalk it up to they just doing official business? See, we gotta play the game they play. I fear for my life. I will go see a therapist, because I'm gonna give y'all game on this. See, when you suing their ass, and you go see a therapist about your mental health and stuff, that ups the money. I'm telling you something I know. There was a case here in the Bay Area where it was some police shit, and this sister was pregnant, and she was supposed to get a higher ranking in the police department, and she didn't get her position. And since she did not see a therapist, she only received a few $100,000. She could have received $1 million. That's the difference in it, because they want on paper how this is affecting you. You got to make sure you stick it to the enemy. And you ain't being a punk when you say you fear for your life. I say it all the time when they fucking for me. I fear for my life. These motherfuckers is dangerous. You don't know what the fuck they may do. And even the females, they out here being John Wayne too. So we got to make sure in the states that we live in, and even even check the local laws too, so you will know. Make sure you teach it to your royals and stuff, because this is how these people get down. And you can even go a step further, how they supposed to approach you, how they supposed to engage you. And they can lie to you all damn day and stuff. And they get mad when we know our rights. Because, you hear they own talking about, I know my rights. I haven't heard that many a time, because I grew up in these white neighborhoods. And I would hear them all the time screaming and hollering about they know their rights. Sue they ass. Stick it to them. Follow through. So, my royal family, if I find out anything else, I will make sure I stay on top of it. I might have a part 3, might have a part 4. So anyway, my royal family, render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe, dirty motherfuckers.